tuning in. My name is Lydia Aguayo with Sunrise Realty. You could find us on the web at www.downeyhomes.org, and I'm here with my good friend Luz Yuncor with New World Mortgage, and you're on the web at
www.luzyuncor.com.
Okay, and we're talking today about the first-time home buyer financing process, and we hear the word first-time home buyer. It seems very obvious, someone who's never bought a home, but what is really the first-time home buyer financing?
The first-time buyer doesn't necessarily mean it's the first time you're acquiring a property. You could have been an owner of a property before, or you can be an existing owner currently, and you can still apply under a first-time buyer program.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of good to know. And what does it take for a first-time home buyer to qualify for a loan these days?
The first-time buyer needs to make sure they meet with us and be able to get pre-qualified for a loan. And one of the requirements is to make sure that the income, the credit, and the assets is verified for pre-qualification.
You say the word credit. What is involved in quote-unquote credit?
Credit, what it means by credits, obviously we process your credit report to make sure it meets our specific guidelines. And the credit can range from 580 to above 700 credit score for a first-time buyer program.
You mean the FICO score?
Correct, the credit score.
Okay, that's great. And income, what is a buyer looking at in terms of income?
Well, we want to verify that someone's been on the job and is currently working. And based on the income, we're able to determine what is the price they're able to qualify for.
And anything else that's needed?
Yes, we also verify the assets, and by meeting assets is we verify what kind of money you have in your bank accounts to be able to meet the minimum down payment for a FHA or first-time buyer program.
Yeah, you said FHA. What is we hear that word a lot. What is meant by FHA?
FHA financing, it's a government program that it's obviously funded by the government, and it gives the opportunity for first-time buyers to be able to acquire a property with a minimum down payment with as little as money possible.
And I've also heard the financing requirements are a little bit more lenient.
They are very flexible. A lot of more buyers are applying for that program because it gives them the ability to be able to afford more housing for what they qualify for.
And well, what does it take to actually qualify? So it's credit, income, and assets. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, and so how does a buyer then determine how much home they can afford?
Well, with the three key elements, the income, the credit, and the assets, we're able to verify all the information and be able to determine how much home they can purchase.
Yeah, I would imagine there's some first-time home buyers saying, well, I really haven't found the home that I really want, so why go through this process right now?
It's important. It's important that a first-time buyer comes through the process and meeting with a lender to make sure that when they do find the home that they want, that they're already qualified and they know how much monthly payment they could afford, how much housing they could afford, and they're prepared. You want to be prepared because what happens, you look at the house, you like the house, then you, Lydia, the agent, it's ready to submit an offer for them.
Yeah, I would imagine then getting a good pre-qualification, pre-approval up front could be a very good negotiating tool in getting your offer accepted up front.
Correct. It is really important in today's market you get a pre-qualification done before you go and look at a property.
And what I also hear you saying is that qualifying as a first-time home buyer is a very individual thing. Everybody probably qualifies very differently and case by case.
It's case by case. Not everybody has the same portfolio. Everybody's credit and income and financial situation is different. That's why we advise them to come and see us. And I'm the mortgage advisor. We'll let you know what it takes for you to be able to realize the dream of being a homeowner.
Okay, well that's great. Good information to know. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you need any further information, we're available for you 24/7, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.